So what do I mean by wrong place, wrong time? Stick around and I'll explain exactly what I mean. So I'm James from One Life, One Trade, and this took me a really long time to really understand what others meant when they said certain things like this about being in the right place. Now probably took me, I'll be honest, probably took me about a year before I fully understand what I meant about being in the right place. And what I mean by the right place is the right place for learning, the right place to digest all the information you're looking to digest. Because you get a lot of people, and obviously I'm going to revolve this all around trading, but it applies in every bit of life, They're trying to learn about trading on the go, which is fine within reason. If you're on the train to work, or if you're doing little bits and bobs and you're listening to a podcast, that's pretty much perfect. That's what podcasts are for. So you can get on with your day and you're still having a good listen, a good deep dive into certain topics that you want to understand, and it's healthy listening. But there's other times when you really need to study, and you really need to study hard and take it in what you're trying to learn. Now, trying to do that whilst you've got a movie on in front of you, that's not going to work. You're going to think, no, I'm watching it, I'm taking it in. You're not. Subconsciously, you're not taking that all in. Not to the ability that you really could be taking it in. So what I mean is, it's got to be the right time and it's got to be the right place. Find yourself anywhere where the aura around you is comfortable. Now, I know I sound a bit out there when I say this, but it makes a huge difference to how much information actually registers in your head. When you're watching a movie and you're trying to do something, you're going to do it wrong. If you're trying to cook, say, and you're trying to take a trade, like it does not go hand in hand. It doesn't work. So when it comes to learning, make sure you're in the right place. It has to suit you, because everyone is different. You can't just say what's good for you and how do you learn. You got to work out how you learn. I had to learn. I need to come away from everything and pretty much be in silence. I can't even have the radio on in the background, because then I don't take it all in. I don't fully concentrate. I like to be away from everything. At the same time saying that, sometimes I'm going to half contradict myself a little bit here. If I go to a coffee shop but I've got my earphones in, I'm away from all the noise, i.e., without sounding too bad, the kids, the wife, family, friends. I'm still on my own. Although there's people in the background, I've got my headphones in, I've got the noise thing turned off, so you can't hear the outside, and you're taking it in, you're in your own little bubble. And I think that's what it's about. Finding your bubble at the right time. Not when you're tired, not when you're rushing, not when you've got loads of things on the go and you're trying to just squeeze it in. That won't work. When you're learning to trade and you're learning to find an edge that is essentially going to propel you in life and rocket you to the moon, if you put that time in. Not only putting the time in, but it'll bring the time down. If you're trying to do it whilst doing other things, trying to learn to trade takes a long time as it is. So trying to do it whilst doing other things is not going to, if you're concentrating, it'll bring that time down. You'll absorb a lot more, and that way you'll go a lot further, a lot faster, and a lot easier with a lot less stress. So really take that on board. When you're learning, this is what I'm going to say. This is me getting real. When you're learning, the next time you're learning, think this is where you have to use your brain like the last video. Is this suiting me? You have to really be conscious of where you are. Be conscious in the moment. Is this right, or is that bugging me? If that's bugging you, move somewhere else, do something else. You're in a new situation. Is this right? Am I taking it in? And be honest with yourself. That's what you have to do. It's the number one rule. You have to be honest with yourself. So find the right place at the right time and you'll absorb so much more. Your trading will go smoother and then you'll be consistent a lot quicker. Hope this helped. Like I said, always subscribe, ping the bell, put a comment in, do whatever you got to do to help me feed you with good information and help you go further in your trading. Speak soon.